This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Oleforo versus Iszard. You all have been together 2 years. You all are engaged to get married, but you are not walking down that aisle if you find out that Miss Iszard is lying around with other women. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And you are here to prove that you are been faithful and there is no infidelity. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. What is on the line for you, Miss Oleforo?
Well, this engagement, the marriage, I feel as though if we're gonna move forward, we need to be transparent from here on out. And, you know, I have my suspicions, and I have good reasons, and, you know, she does things like if I ask her a question and she lies, she gets quiet.
I'm always quiet.
It doesn't matter. I know when you lying. She does this thing, she gets quiet. It's like,
yeah.
All right.
Did you eat the last piece of pie? You heard me, right? Did you eat the last piece of pie?
If I continue to stare, he'll go away.
That's probably what goes through her head.
Is that what you're doing?
No,
Ms. Iszard?
that's not it. The reason why I'm always quiet, that's for one. Two, maybe I don't answer the question because I don't want the drama or the confrontation. It's not like I'm out here lying or I'm doing anything.
Okay.
The drama because you lying.
It doesn't mean that I'm lying.
It does mean you're lying. I know you. When I'm right, I know I'm right. And even when I'm wrong, I'm still find a way to know that I'm right. Yeah.
Wow!
Ms. Oleforo, let me
Yes.
ask you this. You know, what have you seen that makes you suspicious?
Oh, I've seen quite a few things. Text messages, deleted text messages. You know, if you're going to delete messages from your ex, why you don't delete messages from our thread that's quite long, a year old?
Well, for one, we talk on a daily basis, so that's why my messages don't get deleted with us. Two, I delete messages because I don't want to keep, like, messages that I don't talk to people on a daily basis, basically. It's taking up space.
But are you receiving and exchanging texts with your ex?
No.
All right. Oh, boy, look at that eye roll. Wait a minute.
Come on. Like,
it was almost like a breeze.
Games with you.
All right, you're saying that she is receiving texts?
She is receiving texts, and then not only that, so I take her to work one day, and it's this goofy, ditzy girl running up to her, giving her a hug as if she done seen Chris Brown come off the tour bus. What are you, a groupie? What, you a groupie? Like, come on now. I know she look good and all, but damn, like.
In her defense, that's how I greet Ms. Cutler when she comes to work every day.
But that's your wife.
Okay.
That's personal space. Y'all could do that. This is your coworker that you met. When I see my coworkers, 5 feet. I don't like people touching me. I don't do all of that.
All right, tell me about this coworker greeting you with such enthusiasm.
This particular young lady, she's young. She don't know no better. She doesn't know how my fiancé is. So she went on vacation. She came back. She was happy to see everybody, basically. So when I came about, she ran up to me like to try to give me a hug. I did one of these numbers and gave her a fist pound and said, you know, don't start hugging on me because this is something that we never done before. And I already know how she is.
You ain't hug her?
I didn't hug her.
You didn't hug her?
I didn't hug her.
Okay.
So you didn't, did you see
maybe
the
my
fist
eyes
bump?
deceive me.
You didn't see a fist bump?
I ain't see no fist bump.
never
As I'm
hugged
turning
her.
the corner, I'm texting her like, don't get messed up.
No, you yelled out the window, yeah, I.
No, I said calm down.
Yeah, you said something.
Yeah. Too happy to see
boy.
me. I don't even be that
So
happy
she told you to
see
calm down.
No, well, she was talking to the young lady.
Well, with all this suspicious behavior and all these issues, what makes you think that something else is going on? It's moved beyond suspicious behavior to actual behavior.
Texts from her neighbor, lil sis, friend, whatever she wants to call herself, which I have here.
Step to the monitor, please. You submitted those to the court.
I did.
All right, let's take a look at those.
Oh, you don't get down with me like that. You get down with Stella. Now look at her response. Oh, it's not like that. We spend a lot of time together, but we're not like that. So we're not like that?
This particular message, I actually don't even remember writing that, but that is me. But,
Okay. And then I find another message from the same neighbor. You always talk about how good your sex is. I want to find out. That don't seem suspicious?
No, that is more than a
That does seem
suspicion.
suspicious.
Now look at her response.
That's a for
Instead
real.
of checking her, it's, oh, you're making me blush.
No.
What you blushing at?
Oh, come on, Miss
blushing at?
Iszard.
All right, in that message, the rest of the message, I said I was blushed, I did. But in the same token, I also nixed the conversation off. First of all, she's a young lady. I have no interest in her whatsoever. I watched this little girl grow up. She
watched you grow up and you're talking to her about how good your sex is.
No, I'm not buying it.
that was inappropriate.
But, you're making me blush. I mean, that's not bad. It could be like, the normal response is what we see is, oh, well, I can come and show you, or let's set up a time to do this, or something like that. Oh, you're making me blush is not necessarily the next step.
So if you found a
to
text
move
like
the
that in her phone
and she cut it off.
and she's
She said she
blushing
cut it off.
at somebody else, that's okay?
No.
Well, if I pay you a compliment, you would blush.
I'm not gonna blush.
No.
You never heard me give you a compliment.
Mr.
I
Keller.
hate compliments. I don't even LOL these females.
To Miss Oleforo's point, her point is when she sent that text, and I don't disagree with you, when she sent that text, she should have said, hold up. Not you make me blush, and then later on, because what happens is that door still feels like it's open a little bit. If you shut that door like that, it's done. And she knows, okay, I can't have that conversation with you.
And, Your Honor, after that it was done. After that text, it was done.
You sure?
All right, Miss Oleforo, if you want to step back to the podium. Have you experienced anything else or observed anything else that makes you believe something is going on with Miss Iszard?
Absolutely.
Tell me about that.
Okay, so her ex,
All these exes.
all these exes, ladies girl, huh? Okay, so her ex invited her out to the strip club
Okay.
for the ex's birthday.
And you weren't invited.
I was not invited.
Okay.
That's
Now,
a problem.
I'm not gonna say, it's wrong to have exes as friends because I do have an ex that I'm very good friends with, but the difference is we all could chill together, but I can't chill with y'all.
Well, and I gotta tell you, if Mr. Color was going to a strip club with his ex,
It wouldn't be happening.
it would be a real problem. On a number of levels,
heard
but
of triple
definitely
date?
on that level.
Well, let me ask this. Does it matter? I mean, you all in the same sex relationship, so your exes are going to be women.
Right.
Two women going to a strip club, that has a different dynamic than if it's my ex who's a woman. Does that make a difference?
No, not really. It's the same
It's still
issue.
an ex.
Yeah.
I'm still an ex.
And it's still a sexual venue, a heightened sexual venue. You want to be there eyeballing that. You want, well, what is this? I don't think it matters.
Ms. Iszard, your ex invites you to go to a strip club. You say yes.
Yes.
What happens next? Because I know there has to be a follow-up.
Hell yeah, there's a follow-up.
All right, tell me about it.
They go out to the strip club and do whatever, drink, have a good time. And when she returns, I greet her, hey babe, how was your night? I noticed she smelled like perfume and I apologize.
Okay, well, we
Bad
definitely
fish.
know what...
I knew it wasn't my smell.
Okay. You get this aroma.
It wasn't a aroma.
Well, that's what we're gonna go with right now. What do you say to her?
Why does your nose
Smell like
bad fish?
All right. And what did you say to that question?
Well, first of all,
Or did
I
she
didn't
go
do it-
silent?
I didn't go silent.
Okay. Okay.
Turn it to a mime. Tell the truth.
No, I didn't. When she asked me that question, I asked her, what are you talking about? I smell like, sex. I haven't done anything, so I shouldn't smell like anything.
Okay, let me just ask you a couple things. Did you have a lap dance?
Yes.
On your nose?
No.
Well, I wasn't gonna ask the question, but that's a good question. So it's possible that you smell like perfume because you had a lap dance.
Yes, ma'am.
Or 10.
No, I only had one.
Okay. But you're saying not only did she go to the strip club for a lap dance, she also went there and
They made a detour.
Now, do you think she made that detour with the ex or someone at the club, or both?
I can't see her doing something with somebody at a club
But you could
But
see
I
with
could
it.
see that X.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know.
All right. So, Miss Oleforo, okay. Those are nice earrings you have on there.
Thank you.
See your blush? See
I
your
didn't blush.
Told you.
Oh.
Told you. Yeah, she did.
All over your face.
You said the earrings.
See?
Mr.
Yeah.
Cutler.
That was a
Tell
good
me.
one,
But I'm always, look,
Yeah.
that wasn't a blush.
Yes, it was. Yes, it
Mr.
was.
They're
Cutler,
the same color. It was
Mr.
not a
Cutler.
blush.
Yeah.
do you want me to bang you with this gavel?
You gotta tell her. Don't be complimenting.
She's the one that said I couldn't make her blush. So I.
So she threw down the gavel and you picked it up.
Hey, you know.
All right, I'm gonna give you that.
Okay. Now, we've been talking, we've been kind of laughing, but you know, at the heart of this, you're in a relationship, and you are concerned that Miss Iszard is cheating on you. Mm-hmm. And you said if she is cheating, then you're gonna have to go in a different direction. This relationship is over.
I'm gonna beat my feet. I'm gonna be good regardless, with or without you, but I'm not gonna go to the next step knowing everything is based off of lies.
Well, this court has done a complete investigation. At this time, the court would like to call cyber analyst Gus Dimitrelos to determine, is she cheating? Why would you explain this to
I'm gonna go right over to the witness stand.
Would you please state, for the record, your credentials?
I'm a certified cyber expert and retired Secret Service agent serving under 2 presidential administrations in the area of technical security and electronic crimes.
Would you share with the court what you did to investigate this particular case?
I conducted a complete forensic examination on Miss Iszard's phone. The purpose of the examination is to recover images, videos, internet history, and chat messages, even if they've been deleted.
So did you find anything that will lead us to believe that Miss Iszard is cheating?
I did, Your Honor.
I knew it.
Prior to receiving the phone, Miss Iszard deleted all of her social media apps. However, I was able to recover a number of graphic images which were deleted.
Thought you was slick.
So these are the images that were deleted from her phone.
Oh, boy. And what we're looking at, so that you all know, are extremely close-up pictures of women's genitalia. Like a bird's eye view, if you will. And they're different ones and different hands touching
Different
them.
women, yeah.
Yeah.
Ron, would you hand those to the plaintiff, please?
Yes, sure.
Would you please take a look at those and see if you can identify who that might be?
I recognize this one, the nails. I recognize this one.
Are these all you or
3 is me and 1 is her.
grown folks' business?
The phone was clear. I apologize.
So we've gotten answers from Mr. Dimitrelos, but that's not the end of our investigation.
Oh, there's more.
There's more. At this time, the court will call forensic voice analyst Guy Wolf to determine, is she cheating? Ron, please escort Mr. Wolf in. Would you state your credentials, please, for the court?
Yes, sir. I've been in law enforcement for more than 20 years, most of which was spent as an investigator. I've been a forensic voice analyst for more than 12 years and have conducted hundreds and hundreds of exams.
Tell us, please, how forensic voice analysis works.
When you speak, you have AM and FM frequencies in your voice, like on a radio. And when you tell a lie, the FM frequency goes away. Forensic voice analysis examines those frequencies, and then I can determine where somebody's being deceptive in a chart.
Let's take a look at the first question you asked.
During your 2-year relationship with Stella, have you had physical sexual contact with your ex, the woman with whom you went to the strip club?
Yes.
So, Ms. Iszard, I want you to turn to Ms. Oleforo and just tell her what you've been up to, what you've been doing.
Well, honestly, in the beginning of our relationship, yes, that did happen between me and the ex. Since then, it has not been anything. And I'm being honest with you, it's been nothing since then. I cut everybody off because I really want this relationship to work. I want to move forward into our engagement. I do want to marry you because I am in love with you. And I'm sorry that it took for this to happen. I really do.
I can't move forward. I can't move forward. You lied to me. And then you wait till we get here to want to be honest?
Well, Miss Oleforo, you're saying you're done, and I get it. You know, you don't have to put up with crazy. But when you have relationships that are built on lack of transparency and lack of truth, there's no way for them to be successful.
You all have been together for 2 years. You're engaged to be married. We should be hearing wedding bells. But the outcome of today's proceeding will determine whether this wedding is on or off. Mr. Steele, tell me about that.
Well, I've devoted a lot of time and everything to this relationship, and I just need to know 100% that she's being loyal to me. You know, I've financial stress and all that, you know, I just can't take it. I need to know for sure I've proved my loyalty. I need to know on her end that she's loyal to me.
I'm loyal to you.
And if you determine that she's not being loyal, what does that mean for your relationship?
I'm not really sure right now how to answer that because I do love her and we have a family together and I can't imagine walking away from them kids.
Miss Bennett, you heard him. He's like, I want to be with you. I love her. I love
Once I pass this test, he's going to kiss my butt in front of everybody here.
Oh, boy.
And the accusing is going to stop or he's going to pack his stuff and leave.
She's had it up to here, too.
Yeah, she's going on the offensive.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't apologize, once I'm determined not to be cheating, then you got to go.
Right.
So,
right.
I don't know about a
planning this
relationship,
wedding
but the
for a while.
marriage would be off.
All right.
Your Honor, I have this wedding dress that has been hanging up in my closet, staring at me, mocking me, because I'm wanting to wear it. I've never thought I would get married, and I've been planning my dream wedding for all my life. And I just want to prove to him that I'm faithful.
All right.
So as you see it, today's proceeding is the last hurdle you need to get over so you can wear your wedding dress.
Yeah.
So you can walk down the aisle.
Yes.
Mr. Steele, she wants to get married to you.
I want to marry her more than anything. I just need to know that I'm investing all this financial stress and everything into somebody who's loyal to me. I need to know. I can't just go all in and not have that reassurance.
You've got to have the answer.
Yes.
He's my knight in shining armor.
He's your knight in shining armor.
Yes. I've been made fun of my whole life, and he don't do that. He makes me feel beautiful, but lately he's not been making me feel beautiful with all the accusing.
Mr. Steele, let me ask you this. How did you two meet?
We met on a dating profile, a dating website, and you know, I messaged her probably 100 times, honestly, before she responded to me.
But you were still persistent, though.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
So what was it on her profile that made you say, I've got to meet her?
I don't know. I guess I'm just I like to think I'm a good judge of character, and I've watched her, you know, go all out for people who wouldn't even give her the time of day. You know, that you don't find people like that every day.
And so because of her character, what you perceive to be her character, you were like, I am interested in this person.
Exactly.
But for some reason, something has made you think that she's cheating. What kind of signs have you seen that say,
There's
I'm suspicious?
There's a lot of different signs. Whether or not they turn out to be because of that is a different story, but...
Okay.
It's sending up red flags.
Yeah.
Okay. What have
Well,
you seen?
She'll tell me she has an appointment somewhere and hours and hours and hours and hours go by and she won't come back. And I'll blow. I have a demonstration if I can show you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
No
sure.
matter. Okay.
What do you have?
Some
Step
text
to the mama.
messages. See, like right here, she told me she had an appointment at 4:30. She didn't come back to 8. Or it was 8 when I messaged her. I'm genuinely freaking out at this point, wondering where she is, if she got admitted to the hospital or something. I didn't know what was going on. She sends me a thumbs up. So
Like, everything's good.
I responded, you better stop giving me a thumbs up. What the, is with you lately? You're acting different as blank.
And
she responds.
She says, no, I'm not, and that's it. That's pretty
Your
vague.
Honor,
But wouldn't a thumbs up be a sign that everything's okay, don't worry about me? That's a kind of a universal
That's more like
sign,
a
right?
sarcastic, like, okay.
That's how you took it.
That's
like,
how I took it. I have another one on here as well. why is it taking you so long? The appointment was for 11:45. It's going on 5 o'clock now. And then I tried to call her and she ignored it and texted me I'm driving. Wouldn't it be easier to answer the phone while you're driving than it would be to text?
That you're driving?
Well, they have this whole not texting while driving thing.
Well, you ain't supposed to answer your phone either, but she's
she
doing
texted
it.
If she hadn't responded at all, how upset would you have been?
Probably a little more upset than I was.
Okay.
I mean, the best response would have been to answer the phone. Just hit the button, call back, or hands-free, whatever you use.
Yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing with you on this one. On this one.
On this one?
On this one.
Okay, but you're going to find something else to disagree
Oh,
with
you definitely gonna give me something to disagree with you. That's a given.
That's a guarantee.
That's a guarantee.
I can count on it.
You can count on it.
All right. Mr. Steele, you can go back to the podium
During
now.
those
Thank you.
messages, I went to go do a couple deliveries, and I had a family member with me, actually, and he messaged me to go to one of his friend's house to grab something for him. And so, because it took me so long to go to his friend's house to get it, it was a far drive, over an hour drive.
Okay, but Ms. Bennett, so you deny that you're disappearing?
No.
You're
Either
not
I was
disappearing?
working or going to get something for him.
Because, I mean, it sounds like he's keeping pretty good track of where you are.
Yeah.
And when you fall off the grid for 3 hours, 4 hours at a time, that worries him.
Sometimes I have to drive an hour to a location.
But wouldn't he know that?
Yes, he knows that. He's gone with me.
Well, how do you explain the dating sites?
Oh. You said that they're dating sites?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Both of our phones are connected to the same email. So
Okay.
when she gets an email for a notification, it comes to me as well. But when you go to check on it, they're not there.
And so what did you do when you got this notification?
I brought it up to her, and she says she don't know what I'm talking about.
You submitted that to the court, correct?
Yes, I did.
Okay, let's take a look at that. So this is a dating site. It has Ms. Bennett's name and picture on there, has her age, and that she's female. And you're trying to figure out why she has a dating site if you all are engaged to be married.
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Bennett.
Yes. Your Honor, as you can tell, the line up above, it shows that nobody views my profiles, really, and there's no messages.
Whenever you go...
Why do you have a dating profile?
Because, well, I forgot that I even had it up there. Your Honor, I'm not using my work.
She's
as an
got several
excuse.
different accounts on Facebook. I don't have access to any of them.
How'd you find this out?
I pick up her phone every once in a while when she's asleep, and I'll look at it.
So you clicked on one just to see what was going on.
Yeah, I mean, she's told me that she uses them to, check up on people that have blocked her or she's blocked or something like that. But why can't I get into them? Why every time I try, we get into a fight?
Okay, well, Miss Bennett, that's a question. Why is it that he doesn't have access?
He does have access to them. All you have to do is tap it, and it logs in.
But how do
Your
you
Honor,
explain
the
all
only reason I
disappearing?
have multiple is I've been in Facebook jail and can't get on for 30 days because I said something, and I just make a new account.
Okay. Do you have any other reason to believe
Yeah, she was
that Ms.
working.
Bennett is cheating?
She was working at a hotel as a housekeeper,
Okay.
and she came home with a little tip one day, and she told me how she was hanging out with this couple that she was servicing their room in, and that's bothered me to this day. Like, people don't just give you stuff for nothing.
Your Honor,
All right, Miss
we have
Bennett.
a policy at the hotel. If you go into a room and the guest is in there, you keep the door open.
Okay.
And there's cameras that watch you from that door. So all I did was go in there, change their trash, and then they gave me a tip, and I called him right after I walked out of the room to let him know that I got the tip.
Mr. Steele, let me ask you this. She comes back after being with this couple, and she has this big tip. I mean, according to her, not doing anything. But do you think they had some kind of threesome or something?
That's disgusting.
My gut tells me that she just likes the attention so much, she might just leave me.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Did you point blank ask Miss Bennett, did you have some kind of...
Yes, I did.
And what did she say?
She said no.
Okay.
And we fought about it for weeks.
Okay.
Right. And Ms. Bennett, you say that's disgusting, nothing happened.
The threesome's nasty. Like, the only person I want to be intimate with is him.
Right.
That's
Okay.
it.
Mr. Steele, do you have any other reason to believe that she's cheating?
Yeah, I mean, she works for a food delivery service, and she'll be gone for hours on end, and she'll make maybe $5. And then, it's attached to my bank account, so I can see, what she's made and what she hasn't made. And for that many hours being gone, there should be some more money in my account than $5.
Not if I'm not getting no orders.
So you submitted some information to the court about this.
Yes.
And so this is a submission where she made $5.41 between June 3rd and June 9th. So for 6 days, she made $5.41.
So you mentioned about this disappearing act that she does. So for this whole week, she's gone this long period of time. You're expecting, okay, you're out there doing that food delivery. You should have more money. And after a week's time, it's $5.41.
Exactly.
And you're trying to figure out what in the world she's doing with all this other time.
Exactly.
Where is she?
Your Honor, I wasn't delivering all those days of those weeks. I only delivered one day.
You were gone for 6 hours and you only delivered for 42 minutes?
I was working at my other job, and sometimes we got off later than what we were supposed to because there was more to clean because I was a janitor.
Hold on, love. Hold on. Do y'all talk to each other? Because I feel like y'all are not even... She's saying she's working job A, B, and C, and sometimes on B, but not on C when looking at A. And you're like, what? The only job you seem to know about is this one. Yeah. It's like, are y'all in the same?
He knows about
I work
the other
2 jobs myself, and there's times where she'll text me or call me and be like, when are you gonna be home? Like she's checking up to find out when I'm on my way so she can hurry up and get whoever's there out. That's what I feel like.
There's nobody else. All I want is him.
All right, Mr. Cutler, here's what we got. Ms. Bennett, she will not be wearing that dress she brought here to show us if she is in fact cheating.
Well, they don't seem to know what's going on with each other. They're not keeping track. They don't know what's going on, and
we talk a lot. It's just
well, I don't know what y'all talking about because it ain't about this.
Always turns into a fight.
Well, to help figure all this out,
yes,
to make sure we get all the stories straight, to find out exactly what's going on, this court has done a full and a complete investigation. At this time, we will call former military interrogator Lena Cisco and licensed polygraph examiner Tommy Platt to determine, is she cheating? Ron, please escort them in. You all conducted an interrogation and a polygraph examination on Ms. Bennett, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
You each asked her the same questions, and you documented her responses.
Yes.
All right. Ms. Cisco, you asked Ms. Bennett, when it pertains to Mr. Steele's concerns about Ms. Bennett's use of Facebook and dating sites, what did you learn during your investigation?
When I asked Ms. Bennett about the Facebook pages, she took out her phone and she showed me all of her pages. She had nothing to hide. She scrolled through them and showed me everything that was in these pages. When I asked her about the dating apps, she told me I didn't know how to delete them off my phone. And she didn't try to oversell that. So liars will sometimes try to oversell something with a lot of extra information. I call it fluff, just to convince you of that lie. And Ms. Bennett never did that. So I also saw no signs of deceptions, and I believe she's telling the truth.
Mr. Platt, you asked Ms. Bennett, since getting engaged to Mr. Steele, have you had sexual intercourse with another man you've met off of a dating site? What was her response?
Your Honor, she stated no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that she was being truthful.
You look a little bit relieved.
Yeah, I am.
And I see some tears.
Yeah, because I've been telling the truth.
It's okay. It's gonna be okay. We got more. Ms. Cisco, you talked to her about Mr. Steele's concern regarding whether Ms. Bennett cheated on him when she was working at a hotel.
Yes, I did.
What were you able to determine?
When Miss Bennett started telling me about this accusation, she was really vague, and I had concerns that she was lying to me by omission. So I had to really ask her specific, detailed questions because I wanted to make her think to provide me detailed answers. So when she was telling me about what happened, her eyes would go and anchor up to the left, which was indicative and congruent with her eye pattern movement analysis when she was telling me the truth. So again, I saw no signs of deception there. And I flat out asked her, did you have a threesome with this couple? She said no, she was congruent with her body language, and then she added she's never had a threesome with anyone. So I believe she was telling me the truth.
Mr. Platt, you asked Ms. Bennett, since getting engaged to Mr. Steele, have you had sexual intercourse with another man? What was her response to that question?
Your Honor, she stated no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that she was telling the truth.